And I have uploaded season 1 of the Indie Spotlight Philly. With 20 episodes for season 1, I will be uploading season 2 very, very shortly. I've just been busy, so hopefully in the coming month, I'll have that completely uploaded on there. I wanted to tell everybody, actually, I'm in Philadelphia, and it is scorching outside. The weather is great, so get some good fresh air. But tonight's episode of the Indie Spotlight Philly Thursdays, happening on Instagram Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is a stellar one. We have rapper and lyricist Loretta'S Only. When Loretta'S Only comes into the room, I'll invite him to the camera and we will start the interview. So hopefully I said hello to everybody in here. I'm going to invite you to the camera now. I think I did.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
How's it going? Doing all right?
Good, yeah. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Great. I wanted to tell you thank you for being very reachable, for I can be able to reach out to you and do this interview.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah. So tell me, where are you from?
I'm actually from Tallahassee, Florida originally, but I live in Palm Bay, Florida now, right outside Orlando.
Oh, okay. Oh, awesome. I'm sorry, where did you say you were originally from? I'm just trying to pin your name down here.
Tallahassee.
Oh, okay, awesome. So you're in Florida.
Yes.
You're in Palm Beach now?
Right, Palm Bay.
Great. And how did you actually, so I'm listening to your name. It's very unique. I like it and very memorable. So how did you come up with the name Loretta'S Only?
Well, I came up with the name Loretta'S Only because I'm my mama's only child, so Loretta is my mama's name.
Yeah. I was thinking something like that, but I was like kind of I was really curious.
Yeah, I get that question a lot, so it's all good. But after she passed away, I wanted to find a way to pay tribute to her, to pay homage to her. So I said, look, I'm her only child, and she had no other kids. So I'm like, this is the best way I could pay her back. So I'm like, this is gonna be my rap name right here. So from now on, I call myself Loretta'S Only.
Loretta'S Only. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your mother passing, but what a wonderful and great name. So I think
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, so where can people find you at? Where can they find like all your social media and everything from?
Well, you can find me at www.lorettasonly.com.
Awesome. So you have your own website.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Great. I had the link in my bio.
Oh, so do you have you also have an Instagram, which is here, which is
yes. Correct.
Do you also have a Facebook?
Yes, I do. I had to start back posting on Facebook, but most of my content goes on Instagram because that's where most of my engagement is at.
Yes.
So I'm on Instagram more than any other social media. But if you want to look me up on Twitter and Facebook, as you said, a TikTok, I am on there. All you have to do is type in my name, Loretta'S Only, and I'll pop up.
Wow. Okay. So TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and also you have your own website. Do you also have a YouTube?
Yes, I have YouTube as well. Awesome. You can find me on YouTube as well.
I wanted to also ask you a question about what is some of the best actually advice that you could give to someone who is starting or trying to start their career as a musician or as an artist or rapper or anything?
The best advice I will give them is be original. And when I say be original, I mean try to work on your own style. Don't try to sound like somebody that you idolize. Or it's okay, you might take things from them. Yes, you might do things that reminds people of them, but try to work on your own style. Just be you, like be original. So like work on your own style. Don't try to sound like, let's say, J. Cole. Don't try to rap just like him. I mean, you might take things from him, like you learn things from him to apply to your own style, but make it your own. Make sure whatever you're doing is your own, because that gets you to stick around longer. And also engage with people too. That's a big thing too. Like I noticed that people starting out, like when people comment, they like your stuff, make sure you make a comment back, or you send them a DM, or when you see people like your stuff, like that's something I've been trying recently, something new. Like when somebody likes my post, I hit them right in the comments and say thank you for liking. I know it's different. I know it's different, but like I learned that from because I'm in this Patreon group, and I've learned that. I'm learning that from True Words.
Awesome. So I think that is good advice, because a lot of times like trends and culture pushes music and stuff like that. But like you said, to have longevity and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with inspiration. But yeah. Do you have any up and coming performances?
Right now, not currently. Right now. But right now I'm working on new music, so I'm trying to work on building a bigger catalog before I get out there and perform again. But I definitely want to perform again. So if I see any open mics or anything, I definitely go out there and attend them, because I definitely want to get back out there to perform. It's been a while since I performed.
So is Florida open for like music and live events and stuff?
Yes. We've been open. We've been open by about the past 6 months. We're probably more open than a lot of other states. A lot of other states are just starting to open though. That I'm seeing. But Florida, we've been open for a while. But some people still haven't really fully got there. But now we're just really open now. That I think like now you don't have to wear a mask or anything, or you can go on businesses. They don't even check you for wearing your mask anymore. They don't even say anything to you. But I still wear mine though, just in case somebody say something. But they really don't care. Like, I mean, if you want to wear one, you want to wear one. If not, so like a lot of businesses are becoming more lax on the mask.
Okay. Yeah, because the numbers of COVID-19 and stuff is going down, and more vaccinations and things like that. Yeah. So how long have you been doing music? How long have you been rapping and being a lyricist and stuff like that?
I've been doing music since I was about 15. I actually started writing when I was 15, and about in 2006, I recorded my first song ever. So it's been kind of a marathon. It's been a journey.
Yeah, it's been a little while, huh? So
Absolutely.
do you have any albums or EPs out now?
Well, I did have a mixtape, but I think what was it? Dat Piff took it down. I think Dat Piff went through a situation. They took it down, but I had a mixtape that came out back in 2015 called The Appetizer.
Oh,
so people was following me then, and they probably know songs from that. I remember when I had that out as well. But right now, currently, I'm just working on singles, because I feel like, and that's another thing. We're asking the previous question that you asked me when up and coming artists just starting out. I would say focus on singles. I think it's a lot easier to get people to pay attention to a single than opposed to an album, because you don't have a massive fan base. Like, nobody starts off with a great fan base. So, like, I don't even have a massive fan base, and I'm trying to find my target audience. So my thing is to get singles, to create singles and see what songs people like. So I said, okay, people like this and like this, so I need to gravitate towards doing more of that.
Right. I actually interviewed a person that does music business and helps artists. His name is Kareem Keys to the Game, and I seen.
Keys. I know Keys to the Game.
Yeah,
I took his map program.
Yeah, I was looking at when he was suggesting, it was on Juneteenth, so June 19th, 2021. He was suggesting independent artists to go listen to and get to know, and you were one of them.
Absolutely. So, shout out to Keys to the Game. That's my brother right there. That's my boy.
So I also I know that I put the song with the advertisement. I'm not sure what that song is called though. I was trying to find out the title of that song that I put in the advertisement.
Proclivity?
Oh yeah, Proclivity. Yeah. So that's one of your singles?
Yes, that's my most recent single, my newest one.
Oh, okay. Most recent one. Wow, I liked it. It was really good. Is there any artists that you, or is there a couple artists that you would actually want to collaborate with? Is whether they're mainstream or independent, it doesn't matter.
Yes. I mean, well, as you know, my favorite rapper passed away 2 months ago, DMX, so I can't do that, unfortunately. So, yeah. But I like to collaborate with J. Cole, KENdrick Lamar, Tech Nine. Are you familiar with Tech Nine? I know Tech Nine's.
Yeah, I know who Tech Nine is. Yeah, with Strange Music.
Okay, good. Yeah, he's one of the most successful independent artists. A lot of people haul a Chance the Rapper.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
successful too, but a lot of people forget about Tech Nine though, because like he's been
yeah.
doing it for decades,
Yes, he's been doing it for a long
decades.
time.
And I've
Long
seen him
time.
perform before too in Orlando. He came to Orlando, a show in Orlando back in 2017, and I seen him perform. It's like, to be
Hmm.
honest, like any concert, I've been to a few concerts in my lifetime, but that concert right there is still the best performance I ever seen in my life,
Wow.
as of right now. Tech
Wow.
Nine definitely not to put on the show. Like it was good from start to finish. It kept me entertained, and,
Wow. Wow.
that's very important too. Like live performances. That's why I think he's able to have so much success that he has, and has that
Hmm.
cult like following that he has, because the simple fact that he knows to put on the show. So I definitely like to work with somebody like that.
Yeah, and I do see his music every now and then. Like I remember the song he made, "Fragile." I think it was with KENdrick Lamar. I'm
Yes,
not sure. And even though like I might not like see his stuff every day and stuff like that, it's just like wow how he was able to have an independent career like that and have longevity and to be able to run like like a record label or whatever, like a
right.
crew and stuff. Yeah, that is really something to be said about that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Is there any producers that you would like to work with?
Dr. Dre, that's my favorite producer right there. Dr. Dre, Dr.
That's a good
Dre,
choice.
Pharrell, and
Yeah.
Timberland. I like Timberland.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I would like that. That would be a cool
And
collaboration.
Swiss
And those are
Beats. You
some
know,
good
Swiss
producers.
Beats did a lot of DMX records.
Yes, he did do a lot of DMX and Rough Riders music. Yes, he did. Right, right. Um, do you currently work with any organizations?
No, not right now.
Is there any that you would possibly like to work with?
Yes, I like to work with nonprofit organizations to help people, underprivileged children that don't get things. Like I definitely want to do that. So like right
Wow.
now, of course, I don't have that kind of
Yeah.
that what I would say clout or whatever. If you want to say that,
Yeah,
maybe that's not the right
yeah.
word, but that presence, that brand presence. But once I
Hmm.
do, I definitely want to get into that, because when people see that, people tend to donate. You know, I definitely like to
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. That was really one of the huge things also why I started doing what I was doing because I
Hmm.
see a lot of like cities give like give to a lot of different causes and I think music should be more than one of them and
Absolutely.
not just the youth focused music but also for a lot of independent artists that have already been doing their thing, have been doing stuff, and that need a little bit, might need like a monthly stipend or something to go towards stuff because you're putting out a lot of this money your own self. You're
Right, right, exactly, exactly, exactly.
have you shot any videos?
Yes, I have. It's been a while since I shot a video, but
Hmm.
I did one recently. The Smack Track. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. The Smack Track, where a group of MCs is a posse cut. It's produced by King Virtue, who also is a producer for Proclivity, of our newest single. And we did a single where it's 6 MCs, and we all shot the video in different locations where we at, because we're all over the world. Like some of us was in New York, some of us in
Um,
Virginia. Yep. So that's the latest music video that I shot. So I shot my part where I'm at. Yeah, Smack Track.
wow, wow, wow. So is it hard? So when you do, I never like shot a video or anything like that. Is it hard when you shoot a video? Is it hard to like focus? Because I feel like it has acting in it, and it's like,
Yes, it can be. Yes, it can be. It can be a little. It can be a little challenging at times, because you got to get the right angles and the right shot lighting and stuff.
yeah,
It's a lot
yeah,
that go to it. Like people think you just shoot on the
yeah.
camera. Like nah, it's not like that. Because as a matter of fact, I also did a cameo in Child's video. Like he's one of my coworkers.
Oh,
I used to he does spoken word, so I did a camera in his video, and yeah, we had to get a couple of shots. So yeah, with the acting, yeah, you got to get the right angles. You got to make it believable. You know, the right
yeah.
expressions. You know, you don't want to overdo
Mhm.
it. So definitely.
Yeah. Who helps you do that? Does the camera person? Do you have to bring like a director with you or no?
The camera person is the video director usually.
Okay.
Usually they're not a
Okay.
direct too. Usually
Mhm.
it depends on, now. If you have a big budget, like the big budget, the big budget videos, the bigger artists, they have directors and
The
stuff.
choreographers, yeah, and the directors and all that stuff. That's what I always been like, been my top fear. Like, what am I gonna look like while I'm doing this video? Because it's
Hmm.
acting as well inside of it. So yeah, that is interesting. So, due to the effects of COVID-19 and the
Uh-huh.
shutdowns and all that and stuff like that, and all the devastation of it,
Yep.
where do you see the future? Like, where do you see the future of music or live music? Do you see it like really, really coming back like it was, or?
Well, live music will be here, will be always be here, but I can see it going more virtual now. I'm seeing more
Mm,
live, more virtual performances. Like because, like you said, like COVID shut everything down. So when the pandemic
mm,
happened, they shut everything down. So a lot of people was turning towards Instagram live. You see Timberland and Swiss Beats come with the versus battle. So you're seeing a lot of
yeah,
virtual performances and people tuning in. You got over 1 million views watching one versus
yeah,
battle because they going back on memory lane. They getting nostalgia again to remember the records they once listened to growing up. So yeah, I can see it going more virtual. So like virtual performances are going to be a lot more larger than they were before if they weren't already were. So now it's gonna be a bit of both. So like now, if you're not so much a person that really wants to do live performances, you probably can get away with doing virtual performances because people are gonna tune in.
yeah,
And and
yeah,
that's still people that's probably still under restrictions. Not every state is still
yeah,
open. A lot of them
yeah,
start easing up, easing the restrictions now, but a lot of people
yeah.
still, in terms of virtual, a lot of people still don't want to go out. So you still have those people that say, "Well, I don't know if I want to go out just yet." So you probably want to do both. You want to have both. So you want to
Yeah.
do a live performance, then have a virtual portion too for the people that stay home who couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's money in
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah. So much is like online, like having an online presence has completely changed the face of promotion, music, everything.
Absolutely.
It definitely has. So hopefully, like, I work with you in some shape, way, or form in the near
Absolutely.
future.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hope so. I hope so.
I hope I hope so too. Do you have a favorite? So do you have a favorite, or what should I say? Is there a place that you would love to perform at that you haven't performed at yet?
Yes, I'll say Rolling Loud. It seems like to
Rolling
be a big
Loud.
festival. Rolling
What is it
Loud
called?
and South by Southwest.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Nice, nice. Where do those take place at normally?
Now I know South by Southwest takes place in Austin, Texas. As far as I know, as far as I've known about it, like it's always been in Austin, Texas. And Rolling Loud, like they have different ones. They got one in New York and they got one in
Mm.
Miami. So I think they got one in LA too, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they take it place in the major cities, like New York,
Yeah,
Miami, LA,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Coachella. Coachella's a big one too. So
yeah. Coachella
that
is a
too.
really big. Yeah, it's a really big one. So, um, are you doing any features like on your singles or on the music that you're making? Do you have any features or?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have a few songs coming out with other artists. And I'm also working on a single that I'm going to do with another artist. So I definitely do some features. Matter of fact, I did a feature with Jay Storm, Celebration,
Oh, okay, okay.
song
Is that
called
on your mix?
Celebration. And I do another record with him, but this time he's a producer of the beat.
Oh, so he's producing the beat and he's going to feature on the song with you.
I don't think he's not going to feature on the song, but he's doing the beat.
Oh,
But
he's producing it. Okay.
the beat is his productions. So we're
Oh,
collaborating
okay.
again. But on Celebration, that's his song. So I was featured on that. So I had the pleasure of doing that as well.
Right. So also, I wanted to also ask, artists, is what do you think about what do you think about the streaming, like the music streaming services? Because I noticed that they're not something that you can make a whole lot of money off of unless you're like a huge artist, and they're
Correct.
really mostly promotional based. How do you feel about like music streaming and what it's
Music
doing?
streaming. I mean, it is what it is because it's gonna be here regardless. So you can't fight
Right.
it. So it's gonna be here. So what I mean, like it's still a good tool to have. I mean, but it's
Hmm.
not solely what you need to rely on. That's what I'm learning.
Right, right, exactly. So, do you have any merchandise for sale?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Could you tell us a little bit about your merchandise?
Yes, yes. Yes. My merchandise is on my website, on my merch store.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on Loretta'sonly.com?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That's on Loretta'sonly.com.
So are you selling like do you have I did see like a t-shirt with a logo on it. You're selling like what type of items do you sell? You sell like t-shirts, hats, or
Mm-hmm.
you sell a lot of different stuff?
Yes. Yes, I do. I sell t-shirts, hoodies. I
Oh,
also just did some polos, and I also
oh,
just put some crop tops on there not too long ago.
awesome. I've never like really like ever tried to sell merchandise or do
Mm-hmm.
merchandise or anything like that. So I definitely like to
Uh-huh.
ask people about their merchandise. So this is the time inside of the interview where I normally ask
Mm-hmm.
if the guests have any
Uh-huh.
questions for me.
Okay. Well, I want to know how did you get your start into music and wanted to interview other artists? What made you want to do this?
So I'm trying to make it not too long. So
Uh-huh.
I graduate I graduate from Community College of Philadelphia in 2018 with a vocal performance associate's degree.
Okay.
I go on like 3 auditions. I pass
Mm-hmm.
all the auditions, but I pick Temple University. I only stay there for 2.5 semesters, and
Uh-huh.
then I leave to try to pursue my career. So fast forward, that's like
Mm-hmm.
2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Then like a couple things happened, and I was supposed to actually get signed to a record deal.
Right.
But after working on music for like 9 or 10 months,
Mm-hmm.
the record company ended up saying no, I don't. Yeah, like we don't want you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
they accepted, they said they don't want you anymore. So
dang.
I had to go through that. And I noticed
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of artists is constantly going up and down on moods because
Right.
they're up here, they're going here, people tell them yes here, people tell them no there, and
Right.
all that other type of stuff.
Correct.
So after I went through all of that, and then I was getting a job, and then
Mm-hmm.
in 2020 the pandemic hit. Then a
Mm-hmm.
couple things happened.
Mm-hmm.
A few of my family members passed away, and then
Mm-hmm.
we're in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, how can I share my platform with independent artists? I see a bunch. I follow everybody I had on the show. I followed
Mm-hmm.
before I started doing this. So in February 2021, um, I started reaching out and start saying, I want to do this. I want more people. I want to put a spotlight on more independent artists. More people need to know
Right.
what people are doing around them instead of always looking at like it's only the people on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to look at the people around you that are doing the things that you want to do or doing things in the music business because you can learn a lot. I just learned like a lot from a lot of guests. Every time I have a guest on, I learn something different
Right.
from them. So,
Absolutely.
and I also want, if anyone is looking at this video that I'm doing with Loretta's Only, any music society happy to come past this video, I also want to try to get funding
Uh-huh.
uh, and try to get funding for like musicians and independent
Mm-hmm.
artists so that they can put money towards
That'd
what
be
they're
great.
doing.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
want.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what you want. You want sponsors and funding. That's what you hopefully you get eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you eventually want
and
that. Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much that's pretty much why I started what I
Okay,
was
that's a good
doing.
reason. That's a good why. That's a good why.
Yeah. Um so before like I wrap up the interview, I wanted to ask, was there anything first I wanted you to tell people whoever just came in where they can find you at first and then I'll ask you the other
Absolutely.
question.
You can find me at www.lorettasonly.com. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can type in my rap name, Loretta's Only, and my profile should pop up. And I also want to say a shout out because I seen a couple of my people have popped in here. I want to shout out King Virtue, Rich Hybrid, True Words, Guns. I want to shout out to Mike Hoffa as well. Anybody else I might have missed. Don't charge it to my heart, but charge it to my mind. I will be telling each and every one of you thank you personally. I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Awesome. So I also want to tell you, Loretta's Only, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being on the Indie Spotlight. And I also, the Indie Spotlight Philly, I also want to thank everybody that came in, all the guests and all the supporters. Thank you as well. And that you can also check out your
Mm-hmm.
interview. Anybody that has been on here can check out their interview
Mm-hmm.
on my YouTube channel, the Indie Spotlight Philly.
Right.
I hope you have a great I hope you have a great and wonderful
Absolutely, absolutely. It was a pleasure. I'm glad to do this. We got to do this again. So I definitely let her come back.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you have an awesome and a great night. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Loretta'S.
You too as well. Thank you.
Bye.